My earlier project of mounting mini drive LED fog lamp on number plate was successful, but I changed my plan and I wanted something more powerful. So I went from this to this. Starting with the unboxing of the fog lamp unit itself, which is of 60 watts, which I purchased from JC Road, Bangalore. Opening the box, you get the two fog lamp assembly itself and its mounting hardware and the clamps which is used to mount the fog lamp unit onto your motorcycle. Now taking out the fog lamp unit itself, you can see its build quality and the looks. And you can see the HJG branding on the fog lamp unit. The initial impression on the build quality is excellent, and since this is 60 watts, this is gonna outstand mini drive performance. Along with the fog lamp assembly, I also purchased this clamp which is used to mount the fog lamp unit onto the crash guard. And again, the fog lamp and the crash guard mounting assembly unit is from HJG itself. Now let me show you a demo on how this fog lamp functions. As soon as you give a power supply, the negative and the positive, you get this demon red eye, which is looking excellent and gives a mean look for your bike. Now once you disconnect the positive and reconnect it again, you get this yellow light which is used in heavy fog or rainy environment. This gives excellent visibility on road and gives you a clear vision on what is ahead of you. Now disconnecting the positive and reconnecting again, you get this clear white light. And if you once again disconnect and reconnect it, you get both the yellow and the white light turned on. Now let me show this demo again. This is the demon eye, this is the yellow fog light, and this is the white fog light, and this is yellow and white. Now let's get to the installation part. After taking out the crash guard mounting clamps for fog light, insert the rubber mount which is provided with the clamp and install it onto your crash guard. This is where I realized that the stock crash guard of NS200 doesn't support for this clamp. So what I have done here is I used a rubber tube which I got from nearby puncture shop and wrap it around the crash guard to get enough thickness to mount the clamp which holds the fog lamp unit. Once you get enough thickness, insert the two Allen bolts that is provided with the clamp and tighten it using the 4mm Allen key. Now there are several ways of mounting the fog lamp unit onto the crash guard, and I'm gonna show you two methods in which you can mount your fog lamp. Insert the 14mm bolt that is provided with the mounting hardware and install it on the crash guard clamp as shown. Now insert the cut washer and tighten it with a 14mm bolt. Now you can install the fog lamp unit as shown in the video. And also by reversing the mounting plates, you can also install the fog light in the upside down direction. Now let me show you how have I mounted my fog lamp in NS200. So again, after wrapping the rubber tube, I'm gonna install the clamp as I explained before. As you can see, I have installed the crash guard mounting clamp in the perpendicular direction as shown in the video. Now after tightening the clamp down, I'm gonna insert the 14mm bolt along with a washer that I added extra. Now install the bracket behind the crash guard clamp and insert the cut washer followed by the 14mm bolt and tighten it all together. Now you can position your fog lamp unit and mount it using the 2 Allen bolts that is provided with the fog lamp assembly. And this is the position that I have used to mount the fog lamp unit into my NS200. Now for controlling the fog lamp, initially I have used this regular old toggle switch as everyone does. But I wanted something different. So in order to make one, I'm gonna salvage a 12 volt 5-pin relay from the old UPS board that is laying around in my home. I'll be leaving the link to purchase the relay itself in the description below of this video. Once you get the relay, you can see there is normally open contact indicated as NO and a normally closed contact that is indicated as NC. And the bottom 2 terminals is for the solenoid. By providing the positive and negative power, the solenoid switches between the normally closed and the normally open contact, which is connected to this common terminal. Now I'm gonna again use an MT15 kill switch unit for controlling the fog lamp unit. And you can see I have made a small cut in the behind panel in order to make enough space for this switch to fit properly closer to the clutch assembly by having enough space for the clutch yoke to pass through. Now let's open up the switch unit for further explanation. Now looking into the switch unit, you can see there are 4 wires which is of 2 pairs getting connected from the kill switch unit and the starter switch unit. The 2 wires color coded with red and white, and the brown one is going from the kill switch unit, and the blue and white and the red and black is coming from the starter switch. Now to make this modification, I'm gonna split the wires into 2 halves and expose all the 4 wires by opening up the sleeve. Once you get the wire exposed, strip the wires as shown in the video. Now 1 wire from the kill switch that is red and white and 1 wire from the starter switch that is blue and white is going to be merged together. This will function as the positive input. Now using a small needle, disconnect the coupler as shown in the video by bending the locking mechanism. This is a small plate that is getting locked into the coupler unit, which you have to bend to remove the wires out. Now I'm going to use this red and white wire as a positive input, and I'm going to connect it with the 2 wires which is merged together. This wire will get the positive input from the ignition, where once you turn on your bike, where the positive power comes in. This is how the wire looks after soldering it. Now I'm gonna tin both the remaining wires as shown in the video. You can see the brown wire is coming from the kill switch and the red and black wire is coming from the starter switch. Now I'm going to solder the red and black wire to one of the solenoid's terminal. This will function as the positive input for the solenoid. Now once this is done, solder the brown wire to the common terminal in the relay. is the middle terminal where it functions as a common terminal. Now from the common terminal, the power will flow through the normally closed pin. Now for that, I'm going to use this brown wire and solder it to the normally closed pin. I'm going to insulate this common wire where the positive input is in order to isolate it and avoid short circuit. Now you need to provide a negative power for the solenoid to function properly. For that, I'm going to use this red and black wire and insert it through the sleeve and solder it onto the other side of the solenoid contact. This is how the wiring looks for your reference. So let me explain you again. The red and white has to be connected to the ignition positive, and the brown color wire from the normally closed contact has to be connected to a positive of your fog lamp. And this relay has to be given a negative supply which you can ground anywhere on your bike. And also the negative from the fog lamp has to be grounded. Now in order to test this unit, I'm going to take a 12 volt LED and connect its negative terminal to the power supply's negative, and connect the positive wire of the power supply to the positive input wire that is color coded red and white. Now you can see by touching the positive terminal of the LED to the power supply, the light turns on. Now by connecting the positive terminal of the LED to the positive output wire that is brown, you can see the LED turns on. Now this is because the kill switch is turned on. By turning off the kill switch, the light turns off. Now the negative wire has to be connected to the red and black wire in order to provide the negative supply for the solenoid. By turning on and off the kill switch, the LED responds positively. But by clicking the starter switch, there is no response from the LED. This is because the negative terminal has been disconnected accidentally. After connecting the negative wire to the solenoid's negative input wire, by clicking the starter switch, you can see there is an interruption in the power and the LED turns off and on by releasing the switch. But this wiring design has a flaw. The problem is, even if the kill switch is turned off, if you click the starter switch, the relay clicks. Now in order to avoid this, what you can do is, you can disconnect the input positive wire from the starter switch and connect it directly to the positive output wire of the kill switch. And this is how it looks like. So technically, you need not cut the positive white and red wire and let that be one single positive input wire. Now to insulate this completely, I'm going to use this red M seal as shown in the video. And for the marking part, I have scraped off the stock marking using a knife and used this white paint with a brush to make some custom markings on the MT15 switch unit. Now let's see the switch unit in action. By turning on the switch, you can see the red demon eye starts to glow. By clicking the starter switch, you can see the red demon eye has turned off and the yellow fog light has been turned on. Now clicking the switch again, the white light is turned on. Now once again, if you click the switch, both the white and the yellow light turns on. And by clicking the switch again, it comes back to the demon eye, and by turning off the switch, the fog light turns off. I hope this video was unique and informative enough. If you people like this video, do consider subscribing to the channel.